Okay, so I'm starting to cure my seed potatoes. These are the ones that I'm going to store through the winter and plant in the spring. So I'm just picking out the biggest, nicest ones, starting with the Haida, and then I'm going to do the German Butterball and the Shepherdie, all of which I harvested last week. And last year I did a video where I put them on this big piece of cardboard, shoved it underneath the couch here where it is relatively cool and dry, waited a little while and then put them in cardboard boxes and stored them in the fridge for the winter, and they came out fine in the spring. The only thing I think I'm going to do different this year is the ones that are left over that I'm just using for eating. I'm also going to cure those. So when these are done, I'm going to take the other potatoes, throw them on the cardboard, wait for a while. I don't think I have enough cardboard boxes for them to be stored in, so I think I'll just put them maybe back into these plastic tubs and then just occasionally wipe off the condensation. I think I'm also going to do just one tub where I experiment and do nothing to it to see how it makes it through the winter, because if I didn't have to cure my eating potatoes, that would save me a lot of time and effort. Last year I didn't do anything to the potatoes that I kept just for eating. I didn't even wash them. I just threw them in these tubs, and except for some of them that had some bad spots that ended up rotting, that worked out fine. But I've got more potatoes this year than I did last year, so I am going to take the time to cure most of them and see how that goes. Yeah, that's the plan. 60 Haida. Next, I've got 120 German Butterballs and 5 each Magic Mollies and French Fingerlings. These are not the biggest potatoes in the whole world, but I grabbed the biggest ones I had. And we've got 20 Shepherdie, a much bigger potato. I just pulled the big ones for my batch, and we'll just plant the big ones. There we go, folks. Seed potatoes. Okay, folks, so it's going to be our last dry day today, and then it's supposed to rain forever. I'm going to cut this bed of lofty lettuce mix for personal use. This is me, bored out of my gourd, harvesting lettuce. We've had another weirdly sunny week for September, and my cucumber plants are loaded with cucumbers. Dudes just like loaded with cucumbers. And my tomato plants are even, I've got tomatoes ripening on the vine in here. Dudes, loaded. And tomatoes ripening on the vine. Tomatoes. Okay, I think the final count is 100 with this batch. And because I was too lazy to make salad mix today, I cut from my mature patch of lofty salad mix. That's what we got. What's wrong with me, dudes? What's wrong? It's raining now, people. I'm grabbing some orach to add to the salad mix, and then I'm gonna grab some chard. Oh boy. Alrighty, so I'm gonna grab a little bit of red and green salanova out of what remains in this bed. Okay, folks, so I've got a new pile of dirt, and I need to find out. They've got more dirt, but it's got a lot of grass in it. And do I want more dirt with a ton of grass. Now, if this grass had was growing with the rhizomes, then I'd be SOL. But if it's just going to be something that will die if I put, you know, a tarp on it, that wouldn't be so bad. I think this grass is fine, dudes. I think this grass might be okay. I don't see rhizomes sticking out everywhere. I mean, obviously it's gonna it's gonna spread, but it's not that stuff that goes like that. Dude, I'm taking the soil with grass in it, right? Totally. Now this is some hellish grass right here. I saw a little bit of it out in my garden in the new area, and it sends its little fingers out and starts digging down. It's like clover that way. It is pretty hellish, but I don't know, is this the same grass? Oh my gosh. This has got that purple root looking stuff too. Let's see here. But this looks different, dudes. This is different, right? I mean, maybe I'll have some of that type of grass here and there. I don't know. Maybe this is all that same grass. Whatever, dudes, I'm taking the soil, right? Oh my God. Okay, dudes, so following a bunch of days of sunny weather, I had a ton of cucumbers in the greenhouse, so many that obviously Tyler and I could not eat them all. So I hit up some of the folks that are cucumber fiends, and so I sold a bunch of them. And also I needed to make some salad mix for us, and so I made up some and sold a few bags. Yes. And so, yeah, I've been kind of discombobulated. I don't know whether we've had a weather change and it's been now pouring down rain. And so, yeah, maybe that's the cause of it. But I'm down here. The reason I'm sitting down here on the ground is because I'm going to go through my potatoes. And these are the ones that I stuck underneath the couch last week. And the book that I have about storage, which I included in the video I made last year about curing my seed potatoes and stuff, that book says that you want to cure them for 1 or 2 weeks. These have been underneath the couch for 7 days, and their skin is feeling, like it's kind of toughened up. So I'm going to get these into some boxes that I have here, and stick them in the fridge. Now I have all of my other potatoes that are meant just for eating, and they're stored in plastic tubs like I talked about earlier. And I don't know if I want to go to the trouble of curing all of those potatoes. I'd plan to throw them under the couch, like I said. And I don't know. And part of it's they've been sitting in the refrigerator now in 35 to 40 degree Fahrenheit weather temperature. And, will they sprout if I bring them into 60 something degree weather? Should I just I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about going through them, sorting out the bad ones, the ones that have little nicks and stuff in them, sorting out the really small ones from the really big ones. And, yeah, I might do that. But first things first, I'm going to pull these seed potatoes out, put them in boxes, put them in the fridge. Okay, so I've got the Haida French fingerlings, Magic Molly, and Shepherdie in this box. And let's do this. And that is ready for the fridge. We need to do German butter balls. Alrighty, so now we have our German butter balls. I was thinking about maybe putting these in 2 separate boxes, but they're I don't know, 3 potatoes deep, and I think it's probably fine. Stick this on top here. Yeah. Oh, am I doing this wrong? Yes. There we go. 2 boxes of seed potatoes. How heavy is this? Oh, not too bad. Yeah. Oakley dokley. So I've got my 2 boxes of seed potatoes stacked on top of each other here. I've got some store-bought potatoes that I still have that I need to go through and eat first before I you know, start eating out of the guys I've got in here. And yeah, I disabled this light in this refrigerator so that, you know, you close this up and it's dark, and I really probably should do that to this guy too. Yipperdoodle. Okay, folks, I've got 4 types of potatoes with the ones, you know, with bad spots sorted out. 4 tubs down there, and plus I've got the little guys sorted out. So I've got 3 containers of the little guys, and then in this fridge I went ahead and put the box of, you know, ones with bad spots or that don't look that great, you know, so I can eat these guys up first. Yep, just finally finishing up with my potato project, and I know that it looks like it's midnight, but it's actually only like 9 o'clock at night. I'm feeling pretty good about my uncured potatoes in the tubs. I think they're going to store okay. You know, there was a little bit of water at the bottom of the tubs, you know, after having been washed, and so I got those dried up and everything sorted. So yeah, that's going to work out okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely fall. It's definitely rainy now, and I don't know how much longer everything is going to hold on in the garden. Obviously, I'm going to continue to have leeks and carrots and all of that stuff, but I might get to planting garlic next week, maybe. So I'll see you guys next week.